3 o'clock hour, and all I can think about is how do truck drivers and DJs do this all the time.
Yes,
Does anybody else do this? Yeah.
I'm strictly a wake up before 8:30 type person.
And not wake up before 8:30.
Yeah,
See?
not wake up.
See, this is how we feel. We have coffee though, so.
Where's my coffee?
You forgot. Okay. See,
That would have been bad.
I washed my face twice this morning. I washed it, set down the soap, rinsed it off, and then went back to wash it again.
I almost grabbed the tube of athlete's foot stuff in my bag and put it on my toothbrush and brush my teeth with it.
So we're gonna make it though. We're on our way to get our first RV, Rizzo, the retro RV in Delaware.
Delaware.
So
it's gonna be interesting. 11 more hours to go. So may or may not be a montage of driving scenes.
Yeah. We'll see. Remains to be seen.
All right.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Unbelievable.
I had it set up just perfectly.
There, is that better?
It's kind of not straight. There we go. Okay. Ready? All right, so we just passed DC a little bit, kind of close.
Yeah, Annapolis? I think we're in Annapolis.
Around there. We're about to go over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. We're stopping to get a bite to eat. We're feeling a lot better than we did this morning at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Except not so good that we didn't almost both go to use the restroom and leave all of our shit for the RV back in the back of the pickup truck. But thanks to this dude right here, we went one by one. So, yeah.
We didn't leave all our stuff unattended.
Yeah, that would have been kind of bad.
That would have been bad. Well, actually, I think it would have been fine. But,
maybe,
you know.
but not the smartest decision in the world, probably. Yeah,
probably.
so about to grab a bite and continue on.
I think we have like an hour and a half to go.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
No, I want to get something to eat. I'm starving. I'm going to die.
the second brewery. I always do that. Yeah, see, he's always on me for that, and I always forget. But he's always there to remind me, thank goodness. We are drinking a tasty beverage from Burley Oak Brewing Company. Second brewery we visited since we've been here. Pretty good.
Yeah, no complaints. We didn't really get to tour or anything because they were still doing a soft opening. Maryland and Delaware, as you're watching this video and it's in the past, you remember the COVID thing of 2020. This is the first weekend that they're opening up, so yeah.
So they still have
drive-through only.
Curbside pickup, yeah. So we did that, and we're gonna try another one later. So yeah, if you'll notice from our drive-in yesterday, we showed nothing else for the rest of the day.
Nothing else.
Because after a 12-hour drive, we arrived to the place to pick up the RV at 4, and then what happened?
The hitch didn't work. Bought an Anderson hitch. Apparently good company, quality products. I got
Highly
the
recommended.
Highly recommended, but I got the bone one. Apparently they only drilled it in one direction, so it had an 8-inch piece that came out the back of the trunk, and it allowed you to raise up the hitch or drop the hitch, and it only worked in the drop position. And we needed it in the raise position.
So after about, I don't know, 90 minutes of trying to make it work, trying to get help, it didn't. So we eventually had to buy a new one. Then we had an hour drive to the campsite. We'll be reviewing Castaways. We're at Castaways campground right now.
Also, all the service department went home because it was like after 4.
Yes.
So it was a salesperson, parts manager, great guys, basically helping us install it. It took a lot longer, and it was on asphalt in 95-degree weather.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah.
We didn't even eat dinner. I'm not advocating that, but we were so hot and tired that we hadn't eaten since 2 p.m. and we didn't even eat. We crashed at about midnight because by the time we got here, set everything up, figured everything out.
In the dark.
In the dark.
For your first time, that was good. I think we did everything right. I think we leveled it. We got the.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, as they get through the night, can't really tell. Maybe we're shorter, but there's storms coming, so we'll find out how great it is. But yeah, we the water, got the water heater going, took a shower, got the electricity, air conditioning. Finally figured out the refrigerator. I think the only thing we didn't do was sewer hookup, and that was I couldn't really see under there, and for whatever reason, somebody, not naming names, didn't pack a headlamp. So, look at me, not you.
Oh. I'm used to being late for stuff, so I just assumed he was.
No, I was pointing at me. So I couldn't really see, and I didn't want to screw it up at almost midnight. So we just left our tanks. Nice guys next to us helped me in the morning. I think we did okay.
Yeah. So
I mean,
now we're
plenty of times to screw it up, right?
Right. Exactly. So we're more excited today. We're here. Check out the Instagram page for pictures and a video tour of the whole inside of the RV, and we're about to head to the beach in our little golf cart.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we're not. We're gonna drive the golf cart.
Oh yeah, we're not going to totally do that. We would never do that.
We're just gonna have this one, and then we're gonna drive the golf cart
In an hour.
in an hour.
Yeah.
Yes. That's all.
That's it, right?
Hey, so I'm going to do some voiceover work here, and I'm pretty new at it and probably very terrible at it. Additionally, I don't have a microphone because I'm not like the cool kids yet. All the other kids on YouTube, they got a microphone, so I'm going to do this with my crappy headset, so I apologize for the audio quality. But I want to talk about Ocean City, Maryland, and Backshore Brewing Company. So Ocean City, Maryland was very cool. It's a Atlantic beach town. I'm used to more of like the Florida, Panama City Beach, or maybe Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that sort of thing. And I guess it had that beach vibe there that you would expect from sort of a tourist-driven beach town. Unfortunately, with COVID, a lot of things were closed, so we didn't really get the chance to go into shops and those type of things. The boardwalk was open, and as you can probably see from the pictures that are coming up, there's not really any masks and a lot of social distancing going on, so we didn't really explore and kind of just stuck to the brewery and to ourselves in a little corner, and enjoyed the beers there at Backshore. So Backshore Brewing Company is ridiculous. If I were to imagine myself having a brewery one day, this would be it. It's got a view. It's right on the ocean. It's right on the boardwalk. It's not too large. It's perfect, I think. And the beers were amazing. I met with Nick, the brewer there. He was very hospitable, let me poke my head around, and we tried out a lot of the great beers there. And from the photo, you can see what's in a flight there, the blonde, sugar brown, and so forth. All of them were amazing. There was not a single thing in here I didn't like. There wasn't, like some breweries they try, whether it's sours or, NEPAs and all these crazy seltzers and all that. Nick doesn't do that. He does very clean, classic styles, and he does them very, very well. So if you're in the area, I completely recommend that you go there. If that's the only thing you see in Ocean City, Maryland, I promise you it won't be a loss. You can see people are feeding these seagulls for like 15 minutes. It's ridiculous. The last portion of the trip for this video, episode 2, will have everything from Greensboro on, was crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel, which was, I'm not going to lie, quite intimidating, and rightfully so. Apparently they had the RV and large truck section closed, and I didn't realize it, and went to pull in through the toll gate and had about 2 inches to spare. So words of the wise, if you're going to go through this, make sure that you take that far right lane for the trucks, even if they've got cones in front of it, and make them open it up, because it's probably 8.5 feet wide, and that's about it, and our trailer's a little over 8 feet. So we got through unscathed and drove across. Luckily, there was not a lot of wind or anything like that. It was a pretty pleasant drive. Also, when you're going through the tunnels, just keep in mind that that 8-foot clearance on the width is important too, because I was pretty close to hanging out there in the oncoming lane. Other than that, it was great. There's no turning around, so make sure you got enough gas and everything's good to go. There are a couple places you can pull off if something breaks, you have a flat tire, and it doesn't fit much. If you had a 26-foot trailer and a truck, it's going to be a tight fit. So yeah, we continued on, drove through Virginia, North Carolina, and we ended up in Greensboro. And I think Jackie's going to leave you some closing thoughts.
Mark Twain is often quoted as saying, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. As a psychologist, I have worked with so many people who struggle with the gap between what they want to be doing and what they feel like they should be doing, which we often refer to in therapy as shitting on yourself, as the therapist Albert Ellis would say. So I want to also mention the author Bronnie Ware, who was a palliative care nurse and then wrote the book The 5 Regrets of the Dying, based on repeated messages she received from those she cared for. Number 1 is, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. So why do we do this crazy thing of driving 12 hours to pick up an RV, which we had no experience with at the time, in the middle of a global pandemic, no less? I guess it's because we don't want to come to the end of our lives and have a long list of wish we hads. We want to experience life, and we don't want you to come to the end of your life and feel the same way either, that you have these regrets and the wish we hads. So we hope this video and the ones that follow help inspire you to explore more and just do more of the things that make you happy, and maybe drink a little bit of beer along the way.